Permit me to maintain some freshness. Thank you. Because in that my last video about this Canada one, I could not, because he knew that they used to wake me up. Anyways, after that video, I realized some of you or some of my old clients, right, they were like kind of showing their doubts. They are scared that now that you are pulling out, what's the assurance and everything. So I've decided to make this video to make a clarification, not some clarification. If people know me on this channel, you know I used to say something on my channel that if I'm not sure you have high chances with something or a process, I will not charge for it. I will not recommend it, let alone charging for it. So maybe in that video, you know, I was angry. I was just everywhere. So maybe I didn't really take time to actually explain it. So some people actually feel like, most of you actually feel like option A is better just because I am involved. Anyways, in today's video, I'm telling you guys 10 major differences between that option A, Canada work permit agent, and then option B, Canada work permit, between option A and option B. So if you're seeing this video for the first time, I actually started a pay me package of where you can, if you don't understand, just click the link in my description box. You see the playlist pay me packages, so that I get to understand how the thing has been going. So let's get started. So the first difference on my list is slot. So the first agent initially, it deals only with slots, and the slot he gave me then was 10. And you guys know, since when I made that video and our struggle how to become 10, and in as much as some of my clients kind of felt relaxed, they were not disturbing me that way at this thing, but me, I was bothered because firstly, Canada process, I explained in my first initial video that it actually takes time. It takes a whole lot of time. Canada, this thing is very slow. So imagine waiting for people to be 10, and then time will be say with a manage, you understand? And so that was why in that time I felt like, instead of us waiting endlessly for us to be 10, let me just see what I can do. That's when I started drafting CV. I started uploading the document online on the agent website. I started doing the ones I can do, so that once we are 10 like this, you just take off from there. Like, I started packing people inside the plane. I didn't tell them to stay in the waiting room. I told them to leave the waiting room, enter the aeroplane. Oh yeah, prepare, do your seat belt, so that once we are complete like this, so but then yeah, so the first one actually deal with slots. If you are not complete, nothing, you have date when you start. And then another thing is, you know, he actually deals with slots, and I'm not the only one working with him. You people know I got the link. It was somebody that gave somebody that gave somebody that gave somebody that, you know, before it got to me. So he's into this thing, right? So imagine before my own slot gets filled, right? And then imagine if I just say, okay, we are now 10, and he now tell me, that slot is no longer available, he has given somebody else. You know, things like that happen in immigration when you give slot. That slot, in as much as he didn't give me expiry date, is that the word, or validity period, right? But then, like, you people know, everybody wants to travel to Canada. If we actually give the slot, he can't just sit down and be waiting for me. I say, no, it's ASHYDEMMYS that I want. Just like that Sweden slot, I came to say that one person, he gave me just one slot. Do you know that none of my followers were ever able to take it, right? Somebody else, the guys, another agent gave me this thing. So that is something about slot thing. So somehow it's kind of it does not have an expiry date, it does not have a validity period, but the thing is, the faster you grab it, the better. Like that. So as I'm looking at, after delaying people, and then we're at that 10, and then I carry the client, so yeah, we are here, and I say, sorry, you, another agent has taken the place, and this thing like that, you understand those type of they make belay they turn person. The client will just be like, hey, why did you? So even me, I was bothered that made this thing not go up on all of that. So but then this second option B, he doesn't deal with slot, he deals with individual. So if you chat him today and say you are ready and you send your document, he will start your process with you. He does not wait. See, as long as you have your document, you know they wait for anybody. So can you see the huge difference between option A and option B, right? The next one on my list is work permit only. That option A agent, it deals only with work permit only, just to be able to get work permit. After that, it doesn't have any business with you. So all those ones that I'm telling you people visa fee is included, it was me. And in that scenario, that was why I told you guys, if you watch my subsequent video, I told you guys I had to hire a Canadian immigration lawyer. So the thing is, it does work permit only, and I know that most of my viewers, they will be like, how you go give us work permit, you know, go help us with visa. I really like to do those, you know, that kind of combo deal, right? To make people feel like, you know, I used to feel like, don't worry, I'm at your service, just relax, just send me your documents and just stay under the AC and I'm at your service, you know, that type of thing, right? So it was me that actually personally arranged for a Canadian immigration lawyer. So the plan was, if we get the work permit, once it does it, I will do the documentation and apply. And before then, you know, I made a video that I had somebody in Canadian embassy, right? So it was because that agent is doing only work permit. So I felt like, even there, I was like, okay, let's look for, you know, that was how I contracted, I was connected to that guy in that Canadian this, and that time it was going to be paper application, I told you guys. But then when I got myself involved in the documentation, I'll be doing all the documentation, I was like, so why do I need that guy's service? And conversing with that guy and asking me questions, like I said, his hand is not clean. So I can't take my time to do documentation for my clients and can't give it to somebody that his hand is not clean. What in the process of stamping that visa did not catch him? Do you understand? Is my name that you people mention? You people know I made that video. I told you that I have dissociated from that guy that will passing the legal route. Once your work permit is ready, the other documentation, I'll arrange it and then I will apply for you. I said it, I did not say it. I'm sure I said it. And if you don't remember when I said it, click the link in my description box for that place. Go and scroll through the video and you see where I said it. ASHYDEMMYS no the lie. You get me? So that's why I personally so why I actually hired a Canadian immigration lawyer is just in case. This is not me saying if I apply for visa for you, anything will happen. But that's why I used to feel like, despite I feel like I am groomed in this research work or anything, just in case, it's always good to have a backup plan. Even when I do it always, you know, I always have a backup plan. That's why even when that thing happened yesterday morning, I was able to give an option, right? Sometimes even if you see my videos, some people feel like, you change my out the law, you're always saying this and everything. An overthinker like me, I always find myself, you know, I can't stay with one option, right? I always always have option. And that's why when some of you come for consultation, you ask me this, I'm already giving you a lot of options, a lot of ideas. That's just the life of an overthinker. You don't expect me to stay with one option. I'm sure some of you were surprised that I think it's 10 slots. Why did you not see another agent? Yeah, that is always me. I always love to have a backup plan because I know change is the only constant thing in this life. We always need to have an option B, C, D, E, F, G, H, you know, everything. And that's why there is nothing in this immigration that can shake me, because I'll just have a backup plan, a backup option. So like I said, that was why I had to hire a Canadian immigration lawyer to do backup for me. I'll be applying for you and that's why I had to force my way that, okay, I'll do the documentation for myself, my client, and all of those things you get, so that all the documents that they use for work permit and everything, I'll be aware, I will know how the document comes out. But then for this option B, right, it does everything from start to finish. At immigration lawyer, at clinical, he has everything. So it takes your process from the 0 to the 100. The only thing you have to do is just send your documentation and do your normal follow-up, and it will be telling you how it is. So it will do the work permit. The only thing it will not do for you, will not do documents for you because it is illegal. It's me that used to do that one, not the thing. So it's whatever document you send to him that he will use to judge you, right? So you will do your normal document. He will just send you the list. He will apply for the visa for you. He will do everything for you. Any question you have, he will answer everything for you. So that first one is like manual process. This second one is automated process, right? It does everything from start to finish. At the work permit you, at the clinical, at the everything. This second one does, whereas that first one, it does more only with work permit. So me, if I'm maximizing, even if I'm to do middleman for this one, for the second one, I'm just going to feel useless because I will not be doing anything. I'm not going to do anything because it's not doing the process from all those things that I'm doing in that option. That's what this agent is doing, and that's what he's charging for. That's what you're paying him for, right? I will just feel useless because I'm not doing anything in the process. I just look like, okay, this is so it's just going to be like a waste of money and waste of my own time, because there's nothing I'll be doing, because it's his own work and his own duty, because it is part of his own process from start to finish. It will take you from start to finish. So wait, I won't go they do the again. It's because that first one was not start to finish. He does just work permit only. So that's why I had to involve myself. I hired a Canadian immigration lawyer just so that everything. But then since we have somebody that will do start with, who likes stress? Or you people think I enjoy this middleman thing when I'm supposed to be sleeping that I'm chatting. You will. So the next one on my list is other Canadian programs. Like I said, this option here, right? It does just work permit only. Work permit only. So like I explained that this process is eligible for permanent residency even after your 2 years in Canada or 1 or 2 years and you want to apply for your permanent residency. You will have to look for another person to help you because it does just work permit only. Anything work permit is that work permit. That is his area of specialization. That's the only thing that he does or this thing. But then this other option be like I've explained in that first video, it has a lot of Canadian immigration options. At a tourist, at a student, at a clinical, everything you can think of. Even that time when I was negotiating with him and I sent my client CV to him, it was even giving other options. It has a lot of other immigration options and they are all yes. So that is, can you see the major differences? So even today, even if you pay for a referral link and then you go to this other person and you feel okay, I don't want work permit, it's student I want, he will do it for you. I don't want student, it's tourist I want, he will do it for you. No, I don't want student, it's PR I want, he will do it for you. No, I don't want PR, it's PNP, provincial nomination. And even if it's not that one you want again, he has all the options, but you can't do this one with that first one because it does just work permit only. So the next one on my list is physical office. Yeah, somehow both of them has physical office, but I feel like this one has more physical office. Both of them, they have physical office. For those of you that are scared, yeah, they both have physical offices. So the next on my list is tied to the Canadian government. According to my extensive research, you know I used to tell immigrants one thing, and that's why I get angry when people ask me, how sure are you? How legit are you? Question your man beaming. You see this agent, you see these people that I do partnership with, I don't ask them that dumb questions. To me, I see it as a dumb question. I don't ask. If you ask anybody I've always partnered with, the only question I used to ask them is, when I meet them is, do you help Nigerians? Chicken. And then they ask, how sure is this? How legit is it? To me, it is actually a dumb question. What do? I make my own background research. Wait, when you want to partner with somebody, when you want to pay money to somebody, you're asking, are you legit? No, what do you think the person will tell you? No. If you're asking a 419 person, you're saying, are you legit? Which answer you are expecting? So for those of you that say clients need reassurance, that is not reassurance. It's the stupidity that they want. It's somebody that will whine them that they want. No, even when you catch somebody that's still gone, the person will say, no, it's not still. So when you're asking a 419 person, say, are you sure? Are you legit? Wait till you want me the person talk. You should just tell me. The person is supposed to tell you, no, I'm not legit you. No, tell me now. The person will tell you is legit. The person will give you that reassurance that story where you want you hear. And that's why I tell you, I don't give visa reassurance to anybody. I don't give this thing. If you watch my video and you feel like you're convinced with the process, come and pay. If not, you will see that I don't used to do adverts. All those ones that it took us time to be completed. I know I can do Instagram and in less than this thing we go complete. But I want the client to use their leg and work and come in it. And then in how many this we're already 5 more to go before I cancel the deal. So all those ones that agents will be doing advert in email can share advert. If you watch my video, I see some that they want to pay and they will say, okay, send your account number, I'm ready to pay, but please, just one last question, how sure are you? I will tell them, go back to my YouTube, keep watching my videos. Any day, any time that you feel like you've trusted me enough without asking me that question, then you come back and pay. I do not answer such questions. You people know, some of you have come to my email and I've turn you back to keep watching my videos, keep liking, keep commenting. Any day when we say you don't ready, you think me I'm all those agents that will say, I saw it in my life. It's sure that lie. I don't do that. If I can take my time to make videos like this and you can't read in between the lines to this person is leave me. So all those ones they say clients need reassurance. I don't reassure clients. I don't, because so if you can watch video and you're convinced, pay. If you're not, go look for another agent that will reassure you. So like I was saying, so I just started. I didn't even ask, are you clinical? All those ones that I'm telling you is like clinical. So this option B, right? This agent, like I'll say, according to my extensive research, is more tied to the Canadian government than that initial one. You know, that initial one does just work permit, and this one has a lot of varieties of options. So for you to have a lot of varieties of options like that, you know, you're in Canada, there are things that limit to where you can do some. You get sure. And so this one is more legally tied to the Canadian government. You feel more safe. This one, what I'm in the picture is, if I'm to give you guys this guy's number, you will be shaking like this, shaking like this, shaking like this, shaking like this. And like I tell you, I be like I told you, I don't used to ask for assurance or are you legit. I don't used to ask that type of question because it's dumb questions to me. Because you have access to make your own background research. Yeah, you don't ask people such questions, right? And that's why they used to break you people's hearts. You be asking a guy, do you love me? Do you love? What do you expect the guy to say? I love you now. When you can actually read these signs, when you can actually read his behavior, when you can actually read his actions. That is what I do. I don't need to ask you whether you are sure or not. Whether you are sure, I go catch you. You know how many scammy people I don't catch? I don't need to ask you now. Shall they do? You dey whine me, I go whine you back. You dey whine me, See, one day I'll come and share all these scam stories that for you. If not be say I stand gallant, if not be say I gallant, that's how I say you can scam me, you can SCAM me for anything in this world. Maybe I can buy fake hair, fake shoe, fake this. But when it comes to immigration, like when you come to immigrations, and that's why I used to make my research anonymously. When it comes to immigration, so as I was saying, so this guy is more tied to the Canadian government because he has a lot of options, and all these options, if you're not applying yourself right, you have to be very much tied to the Canadian government because before you can have a lot of these options. So the next one on my list is refund policy. So that first one does not really have a refund policy. It doesn't have so that's why I had to step in, because most of you, is it refundable? Lemon, so it doesn't have refund policy. That's why I have to step in, because I know I'm sure of myself. I've made my extensive research. But this other one, it actually has refund policy. Different stages of this thing, it has refund policy. So see that huge risk I was taking with that first client that does not have refund policy, right? And that's because I knew I've made my due research. I know I was very certain. And if people notice, I just work for free. I didn't charge anybody for service charge, despite this guy does not have refund policy. But because I know, see, I don't have refund policy, but that doesn't mean I am fair. So some people might not have refund policy, right? Some people might not have refund policy, but it doesn't mean that they won't do your work or anything. And some people might have, and it doesn't mean that they're original. So it's just depending on the background research you have made. So the next one my list is slow response. Oh god, this is one thing I really dislike about Canada, this thing entirely. I feel like, no offense, Canadians, they are generally slow. Embassy is slow, the people is slow. I feel like, because when I was making my research, getting the response was extremely, unlike UK people, bag, you don't get your response, you don't decide. But you see these people, Jehovah. And firstly is acclaimed to be accosted to be. Who was that English? That's because Nigeria is faster than Canada. So when I text them, maybe that's when they are sleeping. When I'm waking up, that's when they are sleeping. All of those things. And naturally, they are very slow to respond. So if you're dealing with Canadian, this thing, you just have to go and buy patience, drink patience water, and say, okay, you can text them today, they will reply you next week. Just those one question they will reply. So patient dog that hits this. So you see some of my clients that I had then, those questions that people are asking me, now me they answer them. Because if I say make I ask that agent, 1 month I never answer you. So I just make my own background research and give you that response, right? So it's not the agent. That one, who's slow you come very, very slow. And coupled with the fact that he actually has a physical office and he has a lot of clients, and that's one of the things I am kind of kicking against, that I don't want to have a physical office. Because for most of you that has reached out or left a comment on my page, you people see how fast I respond to your comments. During consultation, I always respond. So imagine if I have to combine it with physical office, it will actually reduce my customer service. Yeah. So these people, they actually have physical office, they deal with physical clients, dealing with online clients, so their response is extremely slow. But comparing option A and option B actually respond way faster, as in way faster than option A. This newbie, he actually respond very, as in the speed of light. No, wait. It's not in the speed of light. It's not, no, that is a wrong word. It's not in the speed of light. What I'm saying is, for example, if I text him now, he can reply me after 1 or 2 hours or 3 hours. But you see that formal one, it can take him 2 days or 3 days to respond to me. Here you see the difference. So this one, he will still reply me the same day. And sometimes we'll even be doing normal back and forth. But that one, I can't do all this, all this back and forth chatting. And can you come before I drop message from him? Before I drop message, that one they even behave like SCAM because he's always busy. But this one, he won't respond to you immediately. But once you leave message for him, he can take 1, 2 hours or 3 hours. But he shall respond to you the same day. So this B is actually faster. So the next one on my list is dual process. I've already explained it that option B actually have more Canadian immigration process than this option A. And then the next one on my list is negotiable. Like I said, this agent, that option A agent, it was somebody that gave 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 somebody that link. So this thing, all those ones that you were present. But then option B is price is kind of very negotiable. Option B, right? His price is actually negotiable, and that's because you're dealing with the person directly. Don't like it's passing one link, because all those link you have to settle each link. You settle this one, settle this one, settle this one. The money will not be up here. But this one you're dealing with, as long as you shall pay my referral fee, you and the agent, you will be negotiating each other and everything like that. So this one, his prices are more negotiable, and he kind of charge according to I don't know, Sha. It's not my duty as a middleman. When you get there, you can negotiate with him. So his prices are negotiable, and you can, is negotiable because there's no third party. I'm the only third party there. And once you've given me my own money, my own referral money, you can meet him, right? So, but then any other thing. So, which other difference? That's the only one that actually came to mind. If I remember any other one, I'll make this subscribe video. So, as when I'm making this video, the referral fee has increased though. The referral fee is 2M. To give you the Canada link, is 2 million naira for paid clients, but then it is 2.5 for unpaid clients. So, if you need that Canada link, that option B, bring your 2.5, I'll give you his contact. But then if you're one of my 5 paid clients that you were waiting for the 10 slot, 2 million naira, and then you have these slots. I hope you understand that. And some of you might feel like, it's too expensive, it's too clinical. I used to tell you people, this Ojo you understand? Feel free to explore, you get. Feel free to make your own research, because even me research I saw Shaggy before I see, not even before I see, before they reply, not even before they reply, before they even accept to take Nigerian. So it's not just about you seeing. It's not just about you seeing them. It's about we they help Nigerians, because most of them, once you say, I'm a Nigerian from them, they'll not answer you again. I'm in Nigeria. So for you to now see the person that will say, in Nigeria, you will know the difficulty. You see that it's not an easy thing. It's not an easy task. So that money is more than what you get. I'm sure you get. So just hold your money and give you the link, and then have access. So another thing is, so when you want to apply for your PR, so the thing is, once you pay me my referral link, right? Whether even when you get to Canada, after your work permit, when you get to Canada, when you want to apply for your PR, you can still use the same person. Apply for your citizenship, you can still use the same person. Apply for study permit for anybody, you can still use the same person. So you see that it is multi-purpose link. Unlike that first one, that is just work permit. This one is multi-purpose, all in one. You get me? She used to say the money. What time? You know what time? No, the money. What time? You know what time? I know most of you say you know what time, but you people don't say what time. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching today's video, and this will be the end of today's video. I'll see you guys in my next one. So I went to buy charger yesterday with earpiece. I'll be with headphone. They say make I charge them. I charge them. On the thing no on. So I'm going there now to go and return it. And I know the typical Nigerian, they'll say, can you come? Me, I've already have my mind. If they try away with him, but lie, I'll call up. That's why I don't like buying something Kenny, because it was yesterday I bought it, so I'm supposed to make other videos, but now I'm going to return that headphone. Do you know how much I bought that headphone? 10,000 naira. 10,000 naira. Let me not get there. You should not say nothing clinical. Police station yani. I can't even this girl we new. You know that I used to talk too much. To what is stress me, right? I can use 30k to solve issue of 100 naira, just to teach you lesson that don't be using somebody's things. Yes, that is how kiniko. I don't like somebody should be trying to play, but then let's see how it goes. I can get there now. They should change it for me. I be this thing. But if they are trying to speak English, that you've opened it, you kiniko, you know all those type of I'm sure they won't see. But then we can't see you. Let's go, because I've had it in mind, because anyways, thank you guys for watching today's video, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.